The Happiness Roundtable sparks leadership in the happiness movement. In 2018, Andrew Jones, inspired by Planet Happiness and the happiness movement, joined the Happiness Roundtable to talk about how he sees the hospitality industry and happiness movement coming together.
I'm the guardian of sanctuary resorts. So we create resorts where people balance their body, mind, and spirit in an environmentally friendly space. And then we use the resort as a catalyst for community development to help people develop things like organic farming or arts and crafts or heritage and culture and those sort of things. But I've known, I guess, Paul for a long time, and I'm a past chairman of something called PATA, Pacific Asia Travel Association. And so Paul was at our recent conference and we started talking about this. I've been to Bhutan a couple of times. So that's where I first heard about gross national happiness. And so I thought it was a great concept, but I didn't really, to be honest with you, know it had grown to such a movement. Although I did know there was some developments through the UN and through previous exchanges. So it's great to see, what's happening. And I've just been listening, and sort of, taking it all in, because I see many opportunities here for expanding the network and sharing more. And I'm quite excited, to learn more about what's happening, but also to get more involved now that I know the movement is developing. And really, I'm here to support Paul and the survey and what he's doing, and then try and use our networks, particularly in the Asia Pacific area, to develop the survey and connect the concept of happiness to more communities. I also do some work with some young people here with addiction problems in Hong Kong, called KELY, Kids Everywhere Like You. And a lot of the things that have been talked about earlier on, about the underlying reasons why some of these things manifest, or the unhappiness manifests, are found in young people these days more and more. And there's some big issues, suicides and things like that are in all our communities, and some of these things about loneliness, and these are driving some of the unhappiness. So again, it's about taking and turning around that dark side and make it more light. One of the things that I can share with you is I do go out and talk to a lot of student bodies and groups and associations. And, now I'm thinking how I can incorporate this movement of happiness into those discussion groups, into those talks. Because although it's on agendas, it's not really, to me, on the top of the agenda, or it's not sometimes the focus of some of the meetings when it could be. And I think it could have a much stronger impact. So that's the sort of thing that I'm looking at now from our talks. I'm really interested in the walks. So that's Paula, right? You're doing so, and I have something I'm working on that sort of aligns with walks and hikes and things like that, and about peace through tourism. I want to use tourism as a force for good. That's why I set up sanctuary resorts, so that we can show that you can do well and do good from a business perspective. PATA brings the public and private sectors together so that, we have that dialogue and we have that platform where we can promote, the concept of happiness and, to bring the movement forward into some of these areas. So I think that could be quite powerful, these connections. So well done to Paul for connecting us into that.
Learn more at happinessroundtable.org. You are the happiness movement.